Grounding, the vertical axis, is also something we can train. I ground myself. My body is not, I'm not somebody walking on this earth. I am earth. My body is a part of this earth. In my body, the same laws of healing abide than they do out there in this earth. When she goes through her global warming, can I feel that in my body? Can I be with her and take some over on me? Yeah. So there's a grounding that I have in my body, in the ground, and an important part of grounding ourselves is also grounding ourselves in our ancestry, because our ancestry is connected to the land. Especially important here in North America, where we are all uprooted. And so that we go back to our ancestry, ground ourselves in the land my ancestors came from, or in the lands where, and then when I have that in my lineage and that is open, then I also can ground myself in this land. Otherwise, I'm just dancing on 2 inches above the ground here. And this is also body work, taking care of my body, being intimate with my body, doing energy work of Tai Chi or martial arts or whatever you do, just something with your body to ground energy in the body and to use your body. And like I said before, then this other thing, opening up to the light, bringing a higher potential in. And for me, this is a dedicated meditation practice. Yeah, every day I meditate my hour, and this is a must for me, because and also this meditation is the first thing is not spacing out. Yeah, the first thing is I ground myself in the body and in the earth, and with that I have the vessel in which the light can land. If I only want to go up and out, then we have that what Karl Marx says, religion is opium for the people. Yeah, it's spacing out. I don't want to say anything. There's old traditions, like when you read some of the old masters, yeah, they went into the enlightenment and let the people take care of their body, didn't care about that. But these are paths, spiritual paths that are about, they work for a life in the cave or in a monastery. But you and I here, we are in culture. We want to have that our enlightenment flows through us into this life and makes a difference, a difference on this level here. We want to be present and have an effect on this world, on this reality. That's why we need that grounding so badly, because if we're not grounded, the light, we can be enlightened, but the light does not go anywhere. Have you ever seen one of our most important remedies for cancer is carbo animalis? Causation of carbo animalis is meditating. Bang. This is the thing when there's a whole lot of light of energy coming and it cannot reach the body because we're not grounded. Guess what it does? It does something at this interface. When you have when you look at a tree, yeah, like arborists can tell you, tree people can tell you, when there's a cancer in a tree, that it always goes back to an injury that we cannot see anymore. A tree has in its bark and its inner bark a constant flow up and down, yeah, substance to the light and light to substance. And this is where light and substance meet and it becomes a reality. And when this flow is guaranteed, it's wonderful. When this flow is interrupted, then because there's a cut, or somebody took an axe and cut in there, it's likely that it will heal with a cancer, because one part cannot reach the other anymore, and it becomes an energetic turbulence, and the expression can be a cancer. So cancer one of the many causations of cancer can be that that we open up to the light, and the light cannot flow into our body. because we are not grounded. We need first to prepare the vessel, and then when the vessel is prepared, then the light can come in. And you have that with every seed you put in the ground. The first thing it does, it grows a root. And the next thing is goes upwards, never the other way around. So one of my personal prime ways of learning how to walk, being besides these things, what I told you is also doing the C4 triturations. I call them shamir, but it doesn't matter. That has its history. But basically, it's a ceremonial preparation of a homeopathic remedy. For me, this is a sacred ceremony. I bowed down to nature and I said, please teach me. Take over my body as you take over my emotions, take over my thinking, and express yourself in me. Yeah. And then I allow this remedy to guide me through the process of suffering on the physical level, on the emotional level. And when I go through and don't try to get out of it, but stick with it and allow it, it does something in me. And out of this pain and the physical and emotional arises an understanding. It's important that this arises out of the physical, out of the emotional, and does not come from an idea that floats on top of it, yeah, because that is ungrounded. And what ideas do when they are ungrounded, when they are not, you see that in the history of Christianity. You know, the Inquisition and the Crusades that have a huge effect on our life today still. This is typical when we adopt a higher idea, but it's not grounded, we cannot live it. This is a toxic shadow of philosophy and theories and religions when we use them as a credo, but it's not grounded in us. Because these people that did that, they did not, they adopted the teachings of love and light and stuff, but they could not live it. Yeah. And it's trouble. It's trouble. It will not, it creates a further separation. It will not lead into a higher future. That's why this is, I'm really, yeah, through my, I'm really, I cannot emphasize this grounding and connecting to the ground and allowing things to come out of there, or at least when they come from the light, to meet the ground, to meet that. Yeah. And then when when there's a flow like a tree, then I can walk it. Then it's my walking truth, and I really can stand for it. And in going through a C4 trituration, yeah, this is where you experience when you touch the higher levels, and all of a sudden, what's in the lower level, for example, it's just when I look out the window here and see this Douglas fir, yeah, and you have all the stiffness and the rigidity and this conservative sticking to old things and to rules of the conifers and of the Douglas fir, yeah, and the higher levels. Then when I got the Douglas fir, yeah, and the Douglas fir told me, I asked it, well, we're a time of change. What can you help us with change? You're so rigid, you're so old-fashioned, yeah. In an old Douglas fir forest for 500 years, there's no change, yeah. It's absolutely a rigid society, these old growth forests. And the Douglas fir told me, I can give you safe space. Our houses here are built mainly of Douglas fir. Our fire in the winter is mainly Douglas fir. This is the warmth and the safety of a home. And this safety I can give you through rules and a certain rigidity because I'm a guardian around the village. And when you look in this village, the Douglas fir told me, and I could see an old-time native village, and there's a carver carving a pole, and there's children laughing and women doing their stuff, and everything can happen because I'm the guardian, and I'm take care of the safety. Yeah, I stand here. And when what I can help you to find that safety in yourself, so that the changes that you will have to go through will come from the inside, and you will deliberately go there, and you don't have to be hit so much from the outside. Because when you only change because you're hit from the outside, then you will be dragged and through life, and it will not be very beautiful. And for me, that's amazing, you know. Here I see these old people getting a little demented, strict with their rules and their religion and their rituals and stuff. Yeah, and I know, you know, these they are reliable. They give safety to the grandkids, and it's beautiful because I can see their higher purpose.